Shante on the 3DS Virtual Console. Man, this game is very infamous for its rarity, not on the 3DS Virtual Console, but buying a physical copy on the original Game Boy Color. This game is very expensive to buy as of today, although the good news is that you could buy repros on original hardware for cheap, and also this game is available on the Nintendo Switch. So there are a lot of options of playing this game, but the original game is very pricey. This video was made in February 17th of 2023. And let me see. Yeah, I looked on eBay to see what this game physically sold for, or like, or at least the last two original copies of this game. And there was one copy that sold for over $645. That was the last one sold. It was sold on February 10th. Absolutely insane. I don't know why anyone spent that much on a Game Boy Color game, but I know there are a lot of collectors. I know I used to be a collector until prices have gone really wild. And let me click on this. And there was actually a copy of Shante, a really good mint copy that actually sold for over $800 a few days prior to that. Oh my goodness, like that's insane. And that was not a buy it now, that was an actual auction, I say. Now let's look over here. This is a really cool effect I like to point out in this video. They'll cycle through 3 different in-game photos and also the title screen. And it really does a pretty clever job just demonstrating some in-game photos. Now, let's watch this first video real quick. And let load. About now. Very long video. Like I said, this game was a big deal when it came out because of the game's rarity. Okay, well, let's go ahead and take a look at the second video. This is one of the very few virtual console games on the 3DS that actually has multiple videos. Trust me, I went over every single virtual console game, and there are a few, but it's a very small number. So Shante is definitely in a very elite group when it came to the 3DS virtual console. So let's look at this. Okay, well, let's go ahead and let's look at and see what they have down here in the game description. Yep, Shante is a genie girl, and obviously through looking at the videos, you probably could easily figure out that this is a platforming game. And this game really, I could be wrong, but this game to me, it felt like it really was very innovative, and it really pushed the limits of the Game Boy Color. I know that during some of the dungeons in this game, it's really cool because they actually have side-scrolling in this game. And yeah, you play as a genie, and you could actually transform into different different animals or different characters in the game. And let's look at this other picture, kind of demonstrating it. Yeah, and for a Game Boy Color game, this game just looks so beautiful. This game, now the reason why this game is so rare is because this game came out really late in the, here, we're going to look at this video, really late in the Game Boy Color's lifespan. I mean, the Game Boy Color, the Game Boy Advance had been out for, I believe, about a year or close to a year during the time that this game released. So this game really got overshadowed. I think a big reason why this, I think during the time of this game's release, people were just fed up and kind of done when it came to the Game Boy Color. They looked at the Game Boy Color like an old system, unfortunately, because it is an 8-bit system. But they moved on from the Game Boy Advance, and you gotta also remember the PlayStation 2 and also the GameCube and the original Xbox just came out. There's just so much other things. People were just not interested in Game Boy Color. Here are the ratings. Now, one thing inside this virtual console release, and I'll click on this picture, that they did not bring over everything from the original cartridge. You see this character right over here? I think this is the main villain of this game. I could be wrong in the name, by the way. I could be botching this. I think it's Risky Boots. Hopefully I got that right. It at the end of this game, if you complete certain tasks, you could actually transform into this character, but you could only transform into that character only if you on the original game, only if you play your Game Boy Color cartridge and put it into a Game Boy Advance. That's the only way how you can unlock that transformation. Unfortunately, with this virtual console release of Shante, you don't get that transformation. I don't know why they didn't add that in. Maybe it was laziness. I'm pretty sure they could have figured something out, but it's unfortunate you do not have that transformation. I didn't do the research on the Nintendo Switch version. Hopefully they fixed it for that version. But there's something I want to show off real quick. I actually have a copy of Shante. Yep, this is a real copy of this game. Yeah, I managed to get this game around 2015, and I paid about $150 back in the day. And people, I remember I was working at this newspaper warehouse at that time, and people there thought I was absolutely insane and crazy for paying over $150 for this copy of Shante. Even I thought it was crazy, but for some weird reason, I really wanted this game. I looked at reviews and this on YouTube, and this game just looked really appealing. And for some weird reason, I just loved the Game Boy Color, and I just wanted to be able to say that I had a copy of the rarest Game Boy Color game. I mean, at that time, I had no idea out of how insane retro video game prices would become, but I'm very happy to have the game. The game has more than doubled in value. I'm definitely going to be keeping this, although I definitely prefer to play the 3DS Virtual Console version of this game, because I don't want to obviously do damage, like right over here. But comment down below if you enjoyed this game, or if you enjoy the sequel to this game. Or I know that they made a few other more modern Shante games on newer platforms. But yeah, comment down below if you enjoy this game, and yeah, please go in the description box and check out my other virtual console videos that I have, because I have a whole bunch of them. But either way, yeah, and also please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. I almost forgot to say that, although who knows? I mean, out of all the videos I've been posting, no one's liking or subscribing, so it is what it is. I'm new to YouTube anyways. But yeah, I hope you guys have a really good day. Bye.